So welcome back at Ask the Professor. So I saw some questions about the transition zone, and I think it's really interesting because you're really asking me what is really the best solution to make a good transition zone. By the way, I get a question from Monica from Poland, and she asked me there is also a transition zone, inclusive and reinforced transition zone, and she also make a schedule of that. So I first like to explain what is really a transition zone, as we do here in TU Delft in our laboratory, to the students. And I think that's nice to demonstrate to you too. Here we see the transition zone, and that's exactly what the students have to make, and they have to make their own design to see what is really going on when we have a fixed point, a hard point you could say, that's the bridge for example, and then we have to go to the ballast. And therefore you see some movements inside the ballast bed. So we have here a small train, and we can just demonstrate this by using this, and then you see, when you look carefully, that the sleepers are moving downwards, and these sleepers over there are just fixed, and that's clear. So the question to the students and also to you could be, how do you have to design this transition zone in a way that it is not even the wrong thing, that the train is just driving over without any feeling it will move or feel some elasticity jumps or whatever. So the train has to roll over without any hindrance of this transition zone. And the students are making all kinds of nice ideas how to make such a construction. So we ask for the students how to build up this full structure from the soil into the top of rail, and that's exactly what we also ask to you and also give an answer to you. This one was the winner of this year, and when I look at the composition, we can also explain, because what was the solution of this year? They make a really stiff connection with extra rail bars in between the rail itself, and that makes it very stiff, and therefore it is a more uniform support on the ballast, and that will take a longer time before it will demolish. So I think that's the right thing to do and to handle the transition zone. When you look in the real theory, then you will have to make a transition zone which make exactly the fixed point and also another fixed point, and to lower down elasticity to the ballast bed. And therefore you need space. So you need a lot of space, say 1 second related to the speed of the train, how to make this transition zone, how to make a construction of this, to make it happen as you wish. It's always a balance between how much do you like to invest in a new way, or how much budget and time you have to do the maintenance during lifetime. Another question I got about the transition zone is from Danielle, and the question here is how to deal with the transition zone when we have some problems with the ballast bed itself. So when we have contamination and also fines, how to make this water-cement mixture inside so we have a good construction of the ballast bed. So the question is not how to make it, but the question before that is how does this contamination and fines is really the problem. And when it is a problem, also cement and water will not help. So first you have to tamp this transition zone, or just tamp the ballast bed to have a good alignment. And the alignment must look like a snooker table. It's really flat and nothing, not any bumps at all. So how to make this? And I think the only way is to first to say, what is the quality of the ballast? Is there contamination? And the question is how much? And what about the fines, the dust inside? And is there also a good water management there? If not, then you have to do something and to repair that first, and then after that you do this water cement mixture to make it slab track. So I will give you 4 rules how to maintain the transition zone and also in the track in common. First, everything must be smooth. So the iron and the rail bars, everything from steel must be completely uniform and flat. So first you have to repair all kinds of defects. Then you have to look at the support, so the ballast bed, and therefore you have to tamp. After that, then everything is smooth, then you have to grind everything. And after grinding, you could say we do top of rail, we do friction management to get a right adhesion coefficient, to get traction and to brake. When that is, it's a complete system. It will never go in the wrong way, and the degeneration of the track will be a long time, and also your life cycle cost will be very low. So the balance is how much energy, how much money you like to invest for this maintenance, instead of how much do you like at the end, when also the assets are already passed over, how to get it out. And that's more or less the mixture you have to make when you make your own maintenance program. A question about ballast, contamination and fines, I think is really a basic problem you asked me. And I think I find a very easy reading paper, and I will put that on Friday on the website, so you can also download this paper and see what we mean by contamination and fines. So when you have this ballast, you get also dust, and also the sharp edges are going away, and that's what we call contamination. And then everything will sink down and not uniform, so that will be a bumpy track for the train. So how to subscribe, how to define this kind of contamination and fines. I think that is really written well in that paper, so I will put that on the internet. So what I like to share with you is about the case we have in week 6, where we are working at the moment. We all get already a starter, you could say, in phase 1, that you also have to subscribe to risks, and also how to handle that, and what is really the importance of these areas you already met in our map. So the problems you see, but now you have to find the solution. So you have to find in the design, how can I find the right solutions? And everything is interacting with each other. So interfaces and how this connection is within the technical issues or areas, that will be combined. And that's exactly the case we like to show to you. And also you get experience how to do it. So you can transfer this attitude already in your daily work in practice. So the situation is how to handle this. So you have to write it on a paper, and also we help you and give some feedback at the end. But I think the full course we do now is just on the design, and we continue with operations and also maintenance. So then we have a full loop of the full railway engineering discussion you could have when you have a problem in your own world. So enjoy, and hopefully you learned a lot about this system approach. Thank you.